Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. I'll put my mic here. Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Wendy. Are you there? Let me open up my some of my banners on. There we go. Hello. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Dr. Wendy Walsh, and today I'm going to be talking about if you have been friend zoned. Because that's a common question I get from people. Why is my hair falling in my face? It's a common question I get from people is how do I get out of the friend zone? So we're going to be talking about that today. First of all, just say hello and tell me where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where people are in the world. Let me put my comments on over here on StreamYard. And let me know where you're watching from. Hello, hello. Hello from Canada. Lots of Canada. Is there lots of snow? Because there's lots of snow everywhere in America. People have been even writing me, hello, Miami, how are you? People have been writing me even from Texas, walking through the snow. So please let me know. Oh, hello from London. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. Is it 2 in the morning in London? Wow. Hi, Jeff in Idaho. How are you? Hello from Sydney. How are you? Sydney, Australia. It is so nice. Oh, Miami's not in Miami. Did I read it wrong? Hello, North Korea. How are you? It's so nice to talk to people all around the world. Hello, a local person, LA, how you are. Indian girl next door. How are you from LA? Seattle, Washington. Hello, hello. Who else do we have here? I have Sydney, another Sydney. But it's kind of cool. Like we're on all these time zones around the world. Sydney, you're probably having your lunch on Friday or Thursday, right? You're having Thursday lunch around now. Somebody else is having a very late night cocktail. Wonder if anybody's going to have a breakfast. Hi, Robert from LA. How are you? Hello from Orange County. How are you? Is it Michelex? I can't. Bad eyesight, even with the glasses. Yes, 2 a.m. in London. Okay. Apple Valley. That's a beautiful place. I love Apple Valley. Well, anyway, welcome everybody. It's so nice to see you here on my live stream. You know, I like to take a few minutes before I start cooking dinner on Wednesday nights to have a little chit chat. And so you may be watching, if you're on the StreamYard camera right here, you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or LinkedIn. If you're up there on my iPhone, you're watching on Instagram. So I want to talk a little bit about friend zoning because I get this question all the time. I want to get out of the friend zone. I really like this girl. It's usually more often a man that's been put into the friend zone, and the woman is just like happy to have all the help and have this nice person around helping. So you should know throughout the history of our species, it has always taken a village to raise kids, and it takes a village for a woman to get things done. And so if you are there, and hello from Malaysia, how are you? If you are there hovering around her thinking, well, I will just be this nice, helpful person, and eventually she'll see that I'm great mate material. You know what, dude? You are having the same mindset as the girl who hooks up with the bad boy, thinking I'll be the nice, fun, non-complaining girl. I'll give him sex. I won't demand commitment. I'm not that girl. And eventually he'll fall in love with me because he'll see what a good person I am. Well, that's called giving the benefits before they've been earned. So, okay, let's specifically talk about friend zone. If you would like to get out of her friend zone, then you need to get out of it. It means you need to focus your attention on other women, hopefully higher status women that will make her sit up and take notice. Here's an interesting thing. When women date a lot of mates, sometimes their value goes down in the eyes of men. But when men date a lot of mates, women go, oh, he must be a catch. He's getting all those great girls, right? So the way is, and by the way, when you do leave the friend zone, you don't leave with a whimper and a begging. You know what? I've been so good to you. I fix your car. I drive you to the airport. I help you cook dinner. I'm so nice. And you don't even like me that way. So I'm going to go date other people. No. That puts you further into the friend zone. You've just established that you're only friend zone material by saying that. Instead, you just want to quietly slip out. Be less available. Don't call her. And when she reaches out to you, go, oh, I wish I could come over. I really would like to help you do that. But I'm sorry, I got a date. And you move on. and watch what happens. She'll start to miss you because she counts on, now she's going to do everything she can to pull you back into the friend zone, and you have to not come back and not give benefits unless she sees you as a mate. So women the same way. It's the same thing. If you're off there giving sex to a man who's not, paying the highest price that men should pay for sex, which is care and commitment, then you can't suddenly get him to suddenly go, oh, that girl I've been sleeping with for 3 months, she's nice. Maybe I'll make her my girlfriend. Looks like she deserves a little commitment. No, men don't think like that. They're just happy to hook up, right? She says, someone said, when my husband and I first hung out, I didn't like him like he liked me, but then he went on vacation. And I started to miss him, and I started to develop feelings. Funny. Absence does make the heart grow fonder. We start to go, where are they? What are they doing? What kind of commitment do I have to make? I want you to know this, that dating, I think I posted this on my story today. Dating is a negotiation for a relationship. And everything you do, everything you say is negotiating for that relationship. And someone said, when we chase people, doesn't it drive them away? Of course it does, because all genders want to work for a relationship. They all want to court in some way. I mean, women don't chase men, but they kind of go, they kind of issue invitations, right? So you do, it's a gift to somebody to let them work for your attention and your kindness and your care. That is a gift to them. So if you're in the friend zone, whether you're a woman who's giving sex to a guy as a friend with benefits, and you would like more, a situationship, whatever, or you're a man who's giving all kinds of just kindness and care and helpfulness, and you're not getting any sex, then you need to go away and find other mates and make her or him go, where'd they go? What happened there, right? Does anybody have any questions now that I got that straight? And you can't tell them you're going. You can't say, by the way, I'm not coming back until you actually date me. You can't say it. You just got to slowly drift away out of their radar and have them go, where are they? So if you have any questions, you can post them here. I'm looking over, the comments are loading very slowly here on StreamYard and on Instagram. If you have any relationship questions at all about love, attachment, how to fall in love, then please post them here. What if the person has an anxious attachment style? Which person? The person who's in the friend zone, who wants to be a mate? Then you still need to go away, and you need to learn to contain yourself. If the other person has an anxious attachment style, sorry, but they'll be much more easier to manipulate into being a mate. Once you abandon them, they're like, where are you going? Come back, right? But if you're in the friend zone and you have an anxious attachment style, then you have to learn to contain your feelings. And we can all change our attachment style, of course. You just got here, Lorenzo. The topic is how to get out of the friend zone. And my answer is, whether you're a woman giving sex to a man who's just a friend, or a man who's giving care and favors and kindness to a woman you're not getting sex from, then you need to leave the situation and have them miss you. And you need to go date people who are of a higher status so they feel jealous. That's the only thing you can do. You can't beg. You can't talk to them. You can't treat them with more kindness. I literally know girls who give sex. They're hooking up with a guy who's not going to make a commitment anytime soon. And they think, if I just get skinnier, or I just get bigger, I get some plastic surgery, or I buy better lingerie, or I do the sexual act that the other girls don't do, then he's going to see me as mate material. It doesn't work like that. You got to actually disappear and date higher status people to make them envious, which, by the way, you might disappear and start dating other people and realize, oh, you like those people. Maybe that's the kind of relationships you should be in. It is my dishwasher. I'm sorry. Does that sound so awful? I didn't have a clean dish in the house, and I had to turn it on because I got to cook dinner after this. There, it's stopping. Isn't that better? Now it'll like switch cycles and go on to something else. I'm sorry, my dishwasher's on. So it must sound terrible on Instagram. Anybody have any questions about relationships? Somebody says, is it wrong for a guy to get upset if his girlfriend sees a picture of a guy with his shirt off and she basically says he's hot? Well, I don't believe in rights or wrongs, Mike. Here, let me put this up on, I think I can put it up there. Okay, so Mike says, is it wrong for a guy to get upset if his girlfriend sees a picture of a guy with his shirt off and she says, oh, he's hot? Well, you know what? If this picture of this guy is on Instagram or somewhere, he's not really in her life. And so if you sit there and show feelings of jealousy and envy, or you say something snarky like, well, why don't you date him then you're handing in your cards. Look, just because people look and just because people appreciate beauty doesn't mean they're going to leave you, right? Somebody says, I had a relationship where so I say, keep it cool, control your feelings. Can it remain platonic if one party feels physical attraction and the other doesn't? Well, obviously, the person who doesn't feel physical attraction is the one in control, right? And so therefore, it will remain platonic because the other person is not interested. Okay, so it's okay to appreciate beauty, Mike. Just want to say that. We all look and go, oh, that's nice. But it doesn't mean they're going to act on it. They're not saying anything about their relationship with you. They have every right. Hi, Anthony from Florida. Lorenzo says, I am selective as to who will receive my comfort. Comfort. You should be selective. We should all be selective about who our mates are for all kinds of reasons. But having said that, you know, humans at different times of their life might want a short-term relationship and might want a long-term relationship. I have no moral dilemma around that. But I do believe that we need to be honest. We need to tell the person. And also, if you're somebody in a sexual relationship with somebody who says to you, I don't want a commitment, I'm really not looking for a relationship right now, believe them. Believe them. Listen to their words. Hi, Steve. How are you? Who else we got here? Is it good to play hard to get? Well, I don't think you should play hard to get. I think you should be hard to get. It's not a game. If you're true in yourself, see, here's the thing. People can tell if you are faking, if you're ambivalent. And so if you start to believe that you deserve a certain kind of behavior from others and a certain kind of care from others, then that care will come to you, right? And so sometimes part of being attracted to people who don't love us back in the way that we deserve is, I don't, I hate to say fault, but it's kind of like we accept that, right? And so by learning to have boundaries and say no. This is a good question. Bowen's got a question. How can I guide my wife towards self-improvement without offending her? You can't. You could try the communication sandwich, Bowen, where you say, it starts with a layer of love, followed up by a layer of something a little hard to chew on, and then backed up with a layer of love. So I'm going to just say it's about weight loss, which is, you can't tell a woman to lose weight, right? That's body shaming. But you can say, I love you so much. And I want us to live together until we're old and wise. And I want us to live together in a healthy way. What can we do together to be more healthy, right? Now, if you're already a gym rat and she hasn't picked up on the cue, don't know what to say there. But usually the best way is somebody wants to know about my new boyfriend. He's not new anymore. We're past the 6-month mark. That's not new to me. Well, we'll see. When we get to a year, I guess he won't be new. And so you, at a certain point, have a choice to give consequences for their behavior. Now, what you can do is change the environment, have no junk food in the house, make sure that you have to walk further to the car, don't pay for valet parking, all that kind of stuff, and just make sure that the environment nudges her into movement or better eating. But the best thing you can do is model it. And if one partner suddenly gets in great shape, then the other person is sometimes spurred to action, or the relationship starts to end because one person looks like they're ready for the mating marketplace. and the other person is not. Thank you, Tyler, for your nice compliment. That's very sweet. Any more questions? I'm going to try to say your name. Shivanish. Thanks for the stream. You're quite welcome. Shivana Sharma. Who else we got? Any more questions before I go? He might have some personal matters, but he's pulling away and I'm scared. Is there any way I can attract him again? If he's pulling away, you have to respect that. And you have to figure out what's good for you. Is it good for you to run around and chase somebody who doesn't give you the care you deserve? Is it good for you to do that? You could let him know you're still around. I mean, if he's liking your pictures on social media, he knows. He knows where you are and what you're doing. But running around and chasing somebody who's pulling away is not usually the best idea. Just hold your ground and wait. Control yourself and your anxiety. Just wait. See if he comes back. How do you break up with someone in a nice way who still loves you? Woo! That's a good question. Sounds like you're afraid of hurting somebody. When sometimes, I hate to say it, but emotional pain is a gift. If we're only doing things because we're always worried about other people's feelings all the time, then we're not being true to ourselves. So how you break up with them in a quote unquote nice way, what is that? Like preventing them from feeling any sense of loss? Well, you should always blame yourself. The relationship's not right for me, or I'm not ready, or it's not my right time and all that. You're perfect, you're great, but I gotta go. That's one way to do it. But sometimes having disappointment is a gift we give people. If you're in different life stages, does that work? For instance, to caregiving retirees, empty nesters. If you're saying you're in different life. So here's the thing. Timing of relationships is so important. Because if you got somebody with a house full of little kids and somebody with an empty nest, you're going to have all kinds of problems. If you got somebody who's retired and somebody who's full in work mode, you're going to have all kinds of problems. So part of finding a good mate is simply finding someone with the right timing. You know, like my boyfriend has kids almost the same age as my kids. They're like a year apart, both of them, in the same, both my two and his two. What else we got here? I'm looking for other questions. Yes, somebody said it's much better to be direct and honest when you're breaking up with somebody. What else have we got? Is that the only questions? I'll take one more, and then I got to go start cooking dinner. You know how it is. I don't think people watch live streams longer than 20 minutes anyway. I mean, why would you? Do I see one more question? What's good advice for interracial couples? Same ethnic couples. Relationships are a bridge between tribes. And if the couple doesn't have a problem, generally the tribes won't have problems. And if the tribes do have problems, then you have to put your relationship first, protect your partner from family members who may be not supportive, and keep away from those family members. Yes, you're right, Carrie. You can't date people with young kids because you have an empty nest. Exactly. So important. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight I'm going to make a little roasted salmon, some spinach, some roasted potatoes, and a caprese salad. I don't know. I feel like making a lot of vegetables tonight with my salmon. So as usual, you can see me. Let me go back to put my banner up. No. Why is it not showing up? That's so weird. It's showing up something else. Example banners. I don't know what's going on with my things. It's showing Bowen's comment only, and I can't seem to get it off. That's very weird. Oh, well. Anyway, every Sunday from 4 to 6 p.m., I am on KFI AM 640 Los Angeles radio, but you can listen to the show live on the iHeartRadio app or anytime afterwards because we upload the whole show onto the app. In addition, I do Australia 9 Network usually every other week on a Tuesday, which would be your Wednesday morning if you're in Sydney, for my Sydney watchers. And follow me on well, you already are if you're here, on my social media everywhere. Can you believe TikTok? Are any of you my TikTok people? I don't know what happened, but like in 8 weeks, 100,000 people just jumped on board. I make TikTok videos every day. So please feel free to come onto my TikTok as well. Anyway, it's good to see you all here. I wish you great love relationships. And remember, human mating is a skill. It's not just about luck. It's about learning good relationship skills. Thanks for being with me. Love you all. Bye. End broadcast.